It is an Indian veg dining space, rooted back to bringing in a certain identity. So we just chose a South Indian heritage to dwell upon. And there's a lot of playfulness that happens in the food. There's a lot of fusion. There's a lot of experimentation. It's bringing something that that's part of our culture and seeing it in a completely new light. Here we are at Kalpaney. It's located in JP Nagar, Bangalore. Such a huge amount of people catering to the vegetarian section here. So I think largely that kind of determines why the location is so apt for this particular space. So yeah, it's very important that this kind of stood out in some unique way. Once you actually immerse yourself through that door, you get a flow of emotions. We use the general elements from South Indian heritage across the space, be it various art forms, be it the use of brick, a lot of temple architecture. We wanted people to go through an emotion as they came through the space, almost something nostalgic in a way.
South Bangalore, where vegetarian dominating audience. This is not a location where you will find a lot of corporates, a lot of colleges, a lot of families lives here. And when we were thinking of building up a pure vegetarian space where me and Avinash have thought about that, let's do something which is purely about the food.
This is about 2,500 square feet, and all in all, I think we finished the entire thing from completion in about 3.5 months. It is not a very large space, so we did want to create some layering. So the layering came about by introducing this massive booth seating right at the center, which kind of created the center spine, which allowed the rest of the space to revolve around it. We chose to use materials that people would easily resonate with. So you had brick as a very, very strong element that we used in different forms. We used bricks in different kind of layers that would allow the texture of the brick and the texture of the product to really speak out. We used small elements like zari borders, which most women over here know about as a kind of a cornice band. I think really spoke to a lot of people. Just these small elements like the temple kalashas, brass diyas, these are things that people know. Just seeing them get used in an F&B space, and we hope that it would excite them. So there are two essentially very strong art forms used over here. One of them is the form of kalamkari. It isn't actual kalamkari art, but it is kalamkari inspired artwork. Well, there's also a kavi art form, which is known in parts of South Canada, which is a largely forgotten art form, and we try to bring that in to the space for the brand itself.
I think everyone who is part of the team is very important, and that's why the service part is also very important, because what thought process has gone behind building up that recipe or that dish has to be conveyed to the guest so that he understands whether he will like that dish or not. The way you take care of them when they're on the table, the way you serve them the water, the way you make them comfortable while they're eating, to taking care of every small needs what they need while dining on the table. That's when you will take the right experience back.
the experience was fantastic, right? I wish we could have this experience everywhere, because at the end of the day, you kind of are able to get the best of what everybody is thinking. Being open to the idea of imbibing that energy, that's what you kind of live for. So yeah, in this particular case, we did get to see that more than enough. So yeah, we're just very, very happy.
Here's your drink. Refreshing. Enjoy the drink. Cheers, Chris.